This is a video update for all the guys that are involved with Dallas, Shanroe, Cooley. The guys, we took Dallas down to Tryon to the 4-star short, the FEI class down there in North Carolina, and it was very, very good. Not perfect, but pretty close to it. Obviously, our main focus in the dressage has been the flying changes. I've sort of obviously had Silver working him mostly with the flying changes all year, and now the last month I've sort of been sitting on him and getting instruction on how to do it, and obviously I'm nowhere near as good as Silver executing it, but the good news is we had 2 clean changes. They weren't perfect by any means, but they're heading in the right direction. You'll see it in a minute, but the first one, he anticipates the first one a bit. Unfortunately, he knows this dressage test pretty well, and we practiced the test probably too much, and he anticipated the first change, and then the second change was actually together behind, so his hind feet changed at the same time, which is better than late, but not quite as good as clean. Anyway, we're not perfect. We still only scored, I think, a 4 or a 5 or something for the changes, but neither change was a clear late behind, which has been our biggest challenge. All in all, there was a little bit of pressure coming into this event just because me and Dallas needed to sort of get a qualification for the 4-star, finishing a good result here, which would make us eligible for the Morven Park 4-star long, and mission complete. We didn't just go clear and finish. We finished in I think 3rd place, which was awesome. The great news is that Dallas gave me the best ride cross country. I've obviously always a bit nervous of Dallas before because he's sort of a big horse and he's sort of not my typical thin, wiry, thoroughbredy type, and I've done a complete 180 on my opinion on Dallas. He is a machine cross country. He just knows his stuff, and he's got such a good heart and soul, and the other good thing is he's not strong in the bridle, so he makes him very light and quick to ride. Anyway, here's our first change. So we got a little bit nervous in the walk here, and unfortunately there's a bit of sort of anxiety built up. As we start this change, he knows that as we turn right here, so he actually changes lead behind. And then right in that moment there was actually a clean change. It was a bad score, obviously, because we changed and then we changed back again, and then he actually sort of did the change by himself just because he knew it was coming up. And he did this same sort of pattern when we were training him, and Silver said, whatever you do, don't get upset at him. He's really trying hard to do it. You know, like when he gets a little bit anxious, he's almost over trying, so we just got to try and stay nice and calm in that moment. Now this one was together behind, almost clean. If you watch this one, he actually does this one pretty good where he goes up, and anyway, we're heading in the right direction. This is the same dressage test of what we've got to do at Morven Park, so I think our strategy in training is not to do the flying changes in that spot anymore, just because he almost wants to do it so perfectly that he gets himself a little bit worried. And so I think we've got to keep doing what we're doing. I think we're on the right path with it all, but it's more making sure that he doesn't associate that right lead can and right turn with a change. Anyway, the dressage test was really good. We scored a 33. Obviously the canter work, we got a couple of bad scores there, so I think you don't need me to tell you that once we get that sorted out, we're going to be in the 20s. Show jumping was brilliant. Peter Wild came to the farm on Tuesday and helped me jump school all the horses, and Dallas is a legend. In the warm-up ring and at home, he almost jumps too high. He hangs up a little bit in the air. The great thing is when you get into the ring at the competition and you sort of start galloping him and getting him a little bit more open, he actually jumps unreal. And we had a good warm-up. We never touched a rail in the warm-up, and I've sort of figured out how to ride him now. I think the the key is to try and sort of find your takeoff stride well away from the fence. If you sort of gallop at the jump and then try and, adjust him really close to the jump, he doesn't like it so much. So it's sort of like trying to jump the fences, look at the next jump, and see if you can sort of see the stride back here so that you don't have to jerk him off the ground close to the jump. So if I can master that every jump in a row, same with the cross country, he's magnificent. But he put in one of the best rounds of the class, in my opinion. He didn't even look like he was going to go close to touching a fence. I can't tell you how impressed I am with him in the cross country. He's he's got speed, and then the great thing about him, he's got quite a light mouth, so you don't have to fight with him. Some of the other horses that might be faster, or like they're harder to ride because you're sort of having to trying to slow them down, where Dallas, I sort of just sit up and he comes back to me nicely. One thing I have to say too, I got to give Liz credit, like he really knows his stuff cross country. Like, it's quite a challenging course. We had a coffin, we had doubler corners, we had corners in the water, skinnies, you name it. And Dallas is very, very seasoned at all the obstacles. Like, I never get this feeling that he doesn't understand the jump. The other good news is he's got some speed. He's a big boy, but he's got a real engine, and when you ask him to open up a little bit, like I did around the lake here, he's got another gear. And just around this lake here, I decided to open him up and see how he feels at a bit bigger gallop, and it's like a racehorse. He sort of, like the show jumping, he gave me just a fantastic round in the cross country. He was probably the easiest one to get around. And saying that, he actually, I think when I looked at the scores, he had the faster time out of my group. Not because I was trying to go faster on him, it's just I feel like I don't have to set him up as much. And I feel like we got his fitness really, really good now too. So we've got 3 or 4 more gallops before Malvern Park. But I think if we can just smooth out this dressage test, we should be hot contenders for a good result at Malvern Park. So touch wood, everything seems in good shape at the moment. I'll get Kevin, my vet, to go over him this week just to double check that he's in good shape, and a little bit more fitness work. I think Peter will probably come and visit us with the show jumping once or twice more, and we're ready to rock for Malvern Park. Anyway guys, very, very pleased with him, and I will check in with you again soon.
Third of the 4-star, Shanroe Cooley. In and out of the splash there. Christina Cisco's Calor-Z. Over the mounds and heading home, 3 to go. And out of the box now comes Sarah Schulman, Cooley Chromatic, number 84. From Herndon, Virginia. Chestnut Oldenburg gelding. Finishing home. Boyd up the top and over the rails. Top Chimney Rock Hill. Put up the ditch wall. Going down for mounds. Corners and herringbone. Double here 22. Clear at the mounds there.